Hi y'all, it's Bonnie. Welcome to the Bonnie Life, where life happens. And I'm having issues. It's Monday. I think I'm going to start calling this Monday Musings, or Musing Monday, or Monday Muse. I don't know. Just a time for like stream of consciousness videos, because there's things I just want to talk about. I'm tripping out really hard. I'm like seriously tripping. Because we went yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. This is late Sunday night right now. We went out to the lake to water the plant that I planted for my friends. So if you're new to my channel, this becomes like, I hate saying it all the time because I don't ever want it to come to where it just pops out of my mouth without an afterthought or without a thought. Those of you who are aware know that I lost my best friend. She was killed. And I had her celebration of life up at the lake that we like to go to when I was able to. We planted a tree in her honor, a memorial tree, a white oak. So we have to go up every week and give it water while it starts to grow. And last time I was up there, it was looking pretty bad. It was starting to wilt and I got really scared. And this week, it looked really good. It's growing, and even though fall is coming on, it was perked up, and I'm excited. It's going to make it. The tree's going to make it. Yay! I'm so excited about that. So anyway, but here's the trippy part. Okay, so those of you who do know, you know, and those of you who don't, I'll let you know. My friend's name was Carrie Beth, but she was known as Gypsy Chick. She was a gypsy. And I live in Kansas, okay? This is Sunflower State. I live in small town, mid-America, Kansas. Gypsies are not something you see. Gypsies are these travelers that, there just aren't any here that I have seen. Nothing even remotely close. So, the last time we went to water the tree, there was a guy in a trailer, in a small trailer, camped right by the shelter where we had her celebration, which is in the video. If you look, there's a video celebrating a beautiful life or something like that. And we're watering the tree, and this guy comes over and starts talking to us. And come to find out, he's a gypsy. He's a traveling artist, and he had found that spot. He didn't know how he found the spot, and he makes kaleidoscopes, which I wish I had gotten a card from him. He didn't have any. I did ask him for a card, but I thought I wrote his name down. I just don't know what I did with it. But he travels around to Renaissance festivals, Apple Fests, things like that, and he sells his wares. And so I don't know where he's from, but for the moment he was here in Kansas, and he was staying at that very spot, which this is a crowded lake, y'all, except for this one area, which is very remote. Nobody knows about it. It's not... If you look at the video, you can tell I have to look down to even see the lake. It's not lakeside. It's just at the lake, which is a state lake, so it's at the park area. And nobody even realizes that that's a camping area, so it's very rare to see anybody camp there. And so, you know, I meet this guy, and I'm like, wow, that's a trip. So, you know, he asks, is that a memorial tree? And we said, yeah, and I told him about my friend. And you know, he shared such a similar story and talked about how he was drawn to the area, and I thought that's cool. You know, no big coincidence. Just, you know, that's really cool that there's another gypsy that's hanging out there for the time being. So this week, yesterday, we went out to water, and there was a car parked by the shelter, but I couldn't see anything else. So there was a car at the shelter, and we pulled up right next to the tree, and Dennis started to water the tree. We take this, you know, when you go to I don't do this, but I know people do because I watch it on TV. They carry these big cooler jugs of water to sports games. Oh, yeah, you see them dump them on athletes' heads and stuff. Okay, so we take a big thing that size of water to water the tree. And so Dennis gets that out, and he lugs it over. And this guy pops up from behind his car, and he's like, hey, to us. And I said, hi. And he said, is that your tree? And Dennis spoke up then, and he said, yeah, no, the tree is for everybody, but we planted it in memorial of her best friend who was killed. And he was like, oh man, that's a bummer. And Dennis said, then his wife popped up, or his partner, whoever she was, a woman was with him, and she popped up from, she had been sitting down in the shelter and stood up, so there's a ledge on the shelter and we could see her. And he said, Dennis asked him, "Are you guys camping?" And he said, "No, we're just gypsies." I could have fell over. I could have dropped straight out and passed out. I was like, what? Who even calls themselves that? Not here. I mean, I get it everywhere else. It's common. But not here. You just never hear it here. He said, "No, we're gypsies." And I was like, you're what? Excuse me? Or what? So we began talking to them. And it was so cool. And so I started getting the impression in my mind that, you know, Carrie is drawing her own kind of people in, artistic and wandering souls that are looking for a place. I feel that. And maybe it's weird, maybe it's stupid, I don't know, but that's just how I feel about it. It makes me feel really, really good. And you know, knowing that her tree is going to be there and huge and provide so much shade for people who are on their way wandering from one place to another, that's just awesome. And he had said they invited us to dinner with them when they had hardly anything at all. But we went inside the shelter, and she had swept the shelter. It looked so good compared to when we'd had the celebration of life there. It was a mess, and we hadn't brought a broom, but she had it all cleaned out. She had it set up like a little temporary home. It was so cute. It was so what Carrie would have done. Even back in the day, there was a picture. I don't know if anybody saw it on the video, but I had it on her celebration of life montage picture thing, and there was a picture of her with like her feet sticking out of a little tent. That was at her home in her backyard, because she just couldn't stand to just be in one place. So she like set up, she had, you know, rugs laid out in like from India and stuff, mandalas, I don't know, guys, because I'm not a gypsy, I'm a hippie. I don't know. I don't go anywhere, but she went everywhere. And yeah, she was set up like that. So she totally would have set up camp like that in an area like that. And she would have stayed for as long as she wanted. I mean, until she was ready to move on. That's what she did. She came and stayed here a few months, and she would go flitter off over there and flitter off somewhere else. And this was just her own do her own thing, you know, which is part of why I love her so much and loved her so much and will always love her so much, because she was everything that I'm not and everything I can't be. So I really lived vicariously through her. But I feel like her spirit is leading people to her final resting place and to her tree. Is that weird? Am I totally off my rocker? I don't know. But it made me feel really, really good. And there are some things that those people need that they don't have that I was just able to pick up on. And I'm going to gather some supplies and take up there, because I know they're going to be there at least 15 days. So I want to get some things for them before they take off to wherever they're off on their next journey. And oh yeah, their car had been broken down, and they said that they had been using their car to charge their electronics and stuff like that, but they were totally stuck, and it had been days since anybody had been by in that area. That's just how remote this is. So for twice in a row to go up there and there even be people there, let alone 2 wanderers, what are the odds of that? And I don't know, y'all. I think there's something special about that place now that's where she is resting. And it makes me feel good to know that I know she's not in physical form, but I don't know what my beliefs are as far as that goes. You know, sometimes I want to think she's an angel and she's hanging out here with me, and I still have my little shrine to her up there, but sometimes it feels good to think she's really where she would rather be, and that she's attracting her own kind to that place, you know, a refuge for people. It's awesome. I love to think that, so that's what I'm going to choose to think. So I'll be back, y'all. I just wanted to share that, and there's a couple of other things while I'm doing a stream of consciousness, musing, whatever I want to call it, or whatever anybody wants to call it. Commenting on videos. For those of you who have newer channels, if you're not seeing me comment often, it's not because I'm not watching. I am watching, but it's because I have been sick as a dog, and I have been watching from on my TV, and there's no way to comment because I have like a Roku and I have the YouTube app on it. Yeah, I'm that bad. And I just go through and who I'm subscribed to, and I watch all y'all's videos, and then I can't comment. I just go away. If it seems important, I'll grab my laptop or my phone, and I try to leave a comment with my phone. And I'm telling y'all, I've told you before, I'm all thumbs. I can't leave a comment, and if I do, it's so bad, and it looks like I can't spell my own name, and I sometimes want to throw that phone against the wall. But, yeah, it's not because I don't care, and I'm not responding to comments other than I do go through my phone, and I can easily click that little heart. That's not hard to do, but if I try to reply, unless it's really important, I don't try to reply because it's just a mess. But it's not that I don't care or that I'm not watching. I'm there. I'm supporting you. I'm loving it. I love it. I love watching you guys and seeing the things you're getting and hearing you talk about what you're doing, sharing your adventures. Thank you to all of you who have sent pictures. I am enjoying them so much. There's some that sent pictures through the Dropbox. I don't know how to open those, y'all. I'm sorry. So I haven't been able to see those pictures, so I'm sorry if I haven't seen them. And if I haven't replied to all of you through email, I've tried to reply and thank everybody. I got a new, for my birthday, Dennis got me a new software editing software package that I have no idea how to use. But I'm trying. When I feel better, I'm going to sit down and try to figure that out. Because I want to put together some kind of artistic, artsy-fartsy videos to put up, like the montage. What else? Oh, I do have some pre-recorded videos. I have a video about the tea. That'll be going up this week. I'm going to go have that now because I haven't had it in a few days, and if anybody knows, I think a few of you noticed that Friday's video, I was not myself. I was trying hard, but I didn't feel good. I hadn't slept. I had not drank my tea. I have become a true regular user of that tea, and I'm going to reveal everything about that tea. It's expensive. They gave me a discount code. It didn't cost me anything. They just sent it to me. So, yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are all doing great. So, with that, I don't know. I've been going crazy with this rubber band. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. It's just been something to fidget. Okay, y'all take care. I'm going to go hit the sack. I'm going to have my tea first, and then I'm going to try to hit the sack and hopefully get a lot of good sleep and get this up. And see, this is why I don't do stream of consciousness videos. I've just rambled on, and you guys are probably asleep. Wake up! Hello, good morning, ding dong. It's time to wake up. I'm sorry I made you go to sleep. Okay, I love you guys. Take care, God bless, and I will see you this week. Bye. Oh, sorry. Bye.